Hey, it's the first Feel Good Friday of the new year. Oh, and all the talk has been around, resolutions, goals, right? Making 2022 your year. And listen, I love all of that energy, all of that motivation and inspiration out there. Like, yes, I love fresh starts. In fact, I spent most of today like cleaning out the computer, like getting rid of files and things that I just don't need anymore, right? Please. In order to receive, we need to release. So I was just getting rid of stuff and it feels fantastic. But here's the thing. I want you to be successful with whatever it is you're setting out to do this year. And I want to save you time and aggravation. And the biggest savings on your time is really going to come from you changing your strategy. All right? And because I'm gonna put it out to you like in real simple language, right? There's a 4-week cycle that most people go through, right? Week 1, you start something new, right? We just did this January 1st, big event, right? The first day. So we plan, we prep, we get everything ready. We're super motivated. Our mindset is so strong. We are determined. This is going to be it. This is the time we are finally going to succeed, right? And week 1 happens almost too easily. You cross every T, dot every I. You get to the end of week 1 and you feel it. You see it. You are getting yourself there, right? And week 2 comes along, and again, you had such a great week 1 that you start week 2 feeling super strong, almost invincible. And then towards the end of the week, you start to feel a little tired because the motivation, it's going to go down, right? It is, right? I'm telling you. So you're smart. You've already succeeded at so many things. You know how to cut a few corners at the end of week 2. And cutting these few corners, you're not going to really sacrifice much in the outcome. So you cut a few corners. No one's watching. In fact, heck, some people don't even know you're going after this big, bold change, right? And then, see, what happens, though, is cutting those corners, you think it's really not a big deal, except it is in here. It impacts your mind. And week 3, notoriously, week 3 is when life happens, right? When shit goes down. The unexpected something takes over and it throws off your week, right? There's no more like routine, right? Because you're trying to fix the leak in the roof that you didn't know was there until we had this major snowstorm, right? Or your car isn't working or the tires aren't good. You're realizing as you're driving in the snow, right? I don't know. Something happens unexpected and it throws you for a loop. It's a zinger. Right? And because the mindset is already compromised, well, the easiest way to deal with the unexpected circumstance is to pause on the thing that you say is so important to you. And, a lot of times when the thing is the big zinger, is really big, we just default back into the old behaviors, like without even thinking, right? It's just like, oh my gosh, I'm so tired. I need to sleep in. I can't get up and do the morning workout. Or, you know what? I'm just so spent. I can't even think about putting an hour into anything at the end of my day. I just need to like relax and zone out. All the new programs are started, right, in January. So I'm just going to watch TV. The zinger sets you back that you don't even bother showing up for week 4, right? Do you hear what I'm saying? You don't even bother showing up. And so I know there's 52 weeks in a year, but I'm just going to do this. Just say this is the cycle every month, right? Because then you use week 4 to try to drum up some motivation, some inspiration, recommit yourself for the start of the next month. Well, if you do this cycle, you're spending 12 weeks of your year just trying to reinvigorate yourself. And I know the higher frequency that you are restarting, actually the more energy that it requires you to build up that courage to start again. Whereas if you just lived through week 3, you offered yourself some grace, you kept at it, you did the best that you could do despite your circumstance, you honored your word, you stuck it through to your commitment, you would have 12 more weeks worth of progress, right? Your results and failures, they're not going to feel like this. Very high highs, very low lows. It's sharp, right? You're going to see the normal progression of growth. Some easy ups and downs, but an overall upward trend, right? You will see that. 12 weeks of lost time. 12 weeks. That's an entire quarter, right? So my leaders, my executives, my business owners, an entire quarter. Think about what you do in your world in an entire quarter. Imagine if you had to operate an entire year's operation off of only 3/4 of the year, right? 12 weeks. I want that to just like sink in. So think about how you're going about your change. Because I'm seeing this, people are posting, they're predicting January 19th is going to be like the day that the resolutions go out the window. And some of us are still going to be sticking around going, yep, sure and steady, right? Doesn't matter how quickly we get there, we're going to get there. Small, simple improvements every day. Small. This is why in the transformation methodology, one of the core components is identifying a celebration for every single day. Because some days the celebration is, you know what? It's January 7th, and I'm usually already having a hard time getting up to follow through and do the thing. And you know what? I did it today. I did it today, and that is my celebration because I had the thought that I wasn't going to follow through, and I did, and I need to honor that. I need to honor that I have kept my word to myself, and that is the beginning of building a mindset that is mentally strong and emotionally secure. Do you hear what I'm saying? Right? So I want to hear, comment below, give me some examples of celebrations that you've had this week, however small, however tiny, right? Because those are the glimpses of progress that if you were to multiply throughout the year are going to add up to really substantial change. Jeff Olson in the Slight Edge would say, people will look at that and they'll say, it was like this huge leap of growth, right? Well, we know there are no such things as like a quantum leap, right? But when we commit to doing the small things every single day, they add up to really big things. So I don't care about what the big goal is right now. I want to know, what is the small action that you're committing to that's going to bring about great change, right? It's all about your process. That's going to get you to the end result. All right. Great talk. Comment below. Give me some feedback. Happy New Year.